Okay, guys, welcome to session. Let's start our session now.
स्टॉप। तो आज हम स्टार्ट करेंगे कहाँ से, जहाँ से आई लेफ्ट लास्ट डे, ठीक है। एंड वन मोर थिंग इज, लेट मी शो यू व्हाई पीपल who went wrong for streptomycin, why they are wrong. Because microbes are used for the preparation of antibiotics. I taught this to you yesterday. Streptomycin, tetracycline, erythromycin, all these are examples of antibiotics. Keep that in mind. These are examples of antibiotics. ठीक है? Okay. And last day, that is yesterday, I also taught you that there is a fungus. Fungus का नाम क्या है? Penicillium. Somebody told me mic पे आके कि ma'am, is it yummy? I said no, it's not yummy. Yummy is fungus which is going to help you remember, just for memorization purpose. से खत्म हो रहा है ना, तो से खत्म हो रहा है, मतलब that is the fungus. Okay, Penicillium notatum is the name of the fungus. Sorry. And the name of the thing, that is antibiotic that is prepared, that is penicillin. ठीक है? So PIN, it won't be very difficult for you to remember. PIN मतलब penicillin is the antibiotic. PIN, or you can say PINA कर देते हैं. PIN मतलब penicillin is the antibiotic. And yum fun, I think only एक आप याद रखो तो काफी होगा. Yum fun मतलब yummy is the fungus, and fungus का नाम क्या है? Penicillium. And who discovered it, by the way? Alexander Fleming नाम का एक scientist. He was the one to discover it. And it was an accidental discovery. Accidental discovery matlab he was not planning for it. He was not planning to discover it. He was actually growing something else. He was growing a bacteria. And at the same time, what he did was he left the bacterial culture in his lab and he went to somewhere for a few days. After a few days, when he came, he saw that the bacteria had already stopped growing. Okay? Bacteria had already stopped growing. And at the same time, in the petri dish, he also saw a zone where a fungus was also present. तो उनको लगा there is a connection. There is probably a connection between this fungus and the bacteria he was growing. So he finally, investigated the thing. And on investigation, he saw that the fungus was actually penicillium, and that produces penicillin. And penicillin is something that is antibacterial. Matlab, it does not allow the bacteria to grow. And because it was the antibacterial thing, it was not allowing this bacteria to grow. So it was killing the bacteria. It was not allowing the bacteria to grow. And finally, he concluded from here that this fungus can actually be used for the treatment of bacterial disease. And uske baad se he can say that this thing happened, that we started using antibiotics for the treatment of antibacterial diseases. Okay? Is it clear? Is the concept clear to everyone? Fleming discovered an antibiotic, the name of the antibiotic. Okay? One, if you remember yummy fungus, I think it should be clear. Okay? Yummy fungus. दूसरा वाला, opposite वाला will be antibiotic. So PINA, that will be the antibiotic. Yeah? 3, 2, 1. Go. One. So, thing is, let's get it sorted. We are going to learn this now. So, I said yummy is the fungus. Okay? Yummy is the fungus. Why did I say this? Because the name of the fungus ends in UM. Name of the fungus, that is penicillium. Okay? Penicillium is the name of the fungus. So penicillium का जो ये UM है, that is the UM. Okay? So fungus का नाम is ending in UM. In short, the fungus name is ending in UM. Penicillium का जो UM है, that means it is the name of the fungus. But if I talk about the antibiotic, the name of the antibiotic is penicillin. Penicillin is the name of the antibiotic. How to remember? You simply remember a word, pina. PINA. Okay? PINA का PIN जो है, that is going to help you to remember penicillin. Penicillin का pen. And I have taken A from antibiotic. ठीक है? या फिर आप ऐसे याद कर सकते हो. I'll make things a bit easier for you. That is, you can remember like this. INA, Indian National Army. This is also very easy to remember. INA, So IN is basically the last two alphabets, IN. And A will be representing the antibiotic. ठीक है? So IN, जो whatever is ending with IN, that is the antibiotic. Whatever is ending with UM, that is the fungus. So penicillium is the fungus. Penicillin is the antibiotic. Am I absolutely clear on this? Am I absolutely clear? Okay. Now I'll again give you the same question. Because 40% of you got this answer wrong, I will again give you the question. Okay. Okay. ठीक है. नेट इशू. ओके आलोक, क्या कर सकते हैं? नेट इशू का तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते. अरविंद, या दैट्स द रीजन आई एम टीचिंग दिस. ओके कृष्णा, आई गेट यू. ठीक है, चलो ये वाला क्वेश्चन फिर से आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू. चल, same question, let me see what is your answer. Okay, so this time it should be clear that whenever I am asking you for the antibiotic, the antibiotic should be ending in IN. Antibiotic should be ending in IN, so it should be penicillin. And whenever I am asking you for the fungus, fungus is yummy. Yummy is the last two alphabet is for the fungus. Penicillium ends in UM. That's the way you remember. ठीक है? I am telling you openly. नेक्स्ट डे का जो रिवीजन क्वेश्चन आएगा, दिस विल बी वन ऑफ देम. उसमें अगर किसी ने गलती की तो मुझसे बुरा कोई नहीं होगा. So basically you have to learn this right here, right now. Okay, let me talk about vaccination a bit. What is vaccination? So basically what happens is, I'll tell you a simple thing. I tell this to every class I teach. Suppose you know that robbery is bad, you know, घर पे चोरी हो जाती है तो मतलब प्रॉब्लम होती है सबको. इट्स नॉट समथिंग दैट वी वांट. बट अगर हम कर रखे कि मतलब घर पे चोरी भी होता है तो उसका एक डेमो आप कर लो. आई नो इट डजंट साउंड यूजुअल, बट आप एक डेमो कर लो कि घर पे चोरी होगा तो मतलब मैं क्या करूंगा. दिस इज from where I'll take out my stick, this is from where I'll take out my knife and I'll fight the thief and all of that. मतलब आप एक बार प्रिपेयर हो जाओ from your end कि अगर if there is a theft happening at my place, so how am I going to react? If that happens, in that case, what will happen? In that case, if the real thief ever comes, ever, kabhi bhi aata hai, so you know, you have already, you know, gone through a preparation, you have already practiced कि अगर real thief आता है तो मुझे कैसे react करना चाहिए. And if at all there is a real theft attack, you will be prepared and you will be fighting back against the thief. ठीक है? तो आप क्या कर सकते हो? As a demo, you can just, you know, make a मतलब ऐसे छोटा सा play बनाओ like a skit, and then theft होता है तो घर पे आपको कैसे react करना है, you can practice it. And once you practice it, if the real thief comes ever, then you are sorted because you know how to react in that case. ठीक है? The same is the case of the, you know, demo questions or demo हम आपका test लेते हैं. These major tests, minor tests are for what? So that you are prepared कि स्कूल का जब actual paper आए, you are all set. You're not scared. You know how to answer, how to write the questions, right? So in that way, vaccine जो है, vaccine क्या है? Vaccine is basically nothing. It's a germ. Yes, it's a germ. It's a weakened form of germ. The same germ that can cause you the disease. Mind you, the same germ that can cause you the disease, उसी का एक weak form है. ठीक है? And that weakened form of germ is introduced into the body of the person. So you might be thinking कि अरे why are we introducing germs? Germs can cause illness. It will cause illness, but a mild form of. ठीक है? So ये जो mild form of illness है, what will happen due to that? Due to this mild form of illness, your body is going to produce some special cells, which we call as antibody. ये बहुत important. Due to this mild illness, your body is going to produce antibody. And these antibodies will try and remember what kind of germ entered your body. Okay? Weakened ho, but what kind of germ entered your body, it is going to remember. So that whenever later on in real life, if at all, the real germ comes and enters your body, these antibodies, then and there, they are going to kick out the germ that enters your body. ठीक है? Simply putting is कि एक आपके बॉडी में आप वीक फॉर्म ऑफ जर्म एंटर करवा रहे हो deliberately, जानबूझ के. उससे क्या होगा कि आपके बॉडी में कुछ एंटीबॉडीज डेवलप करेंगे और यही जो एंटीबॉडीज है, दीज एंटीबॉडीज आर गोइंग टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर फ्यूचर. हाउ? बिकॉज इफ एट ऑल सच में सचमुच अगर कोई भी जर्म आ जाता है कहीं से आपके बॉडी में, कहीं से भी जर्म आ जाते हैं रियल वाले, सच्ची सच्ची, so then in that case these antibodies are already produced in your body. They will stay there in your body for the rest of your life, and these antibodies will fight against the actual entered germs. So those germs will not be able to have their action. So they are not going to make you fall ill, in short. Okay. So this is what is a vaccine. A vaccine is basically a dead or a weakened version of a microbe. They are real germs in a dead or a weakened form that will actually stimulate your immune system. Immune system को trigger करेगा so that your immune system produces these special cells which are the antibodies, and these antibodies will help your immune system to recognize and destroy the living microbe later on. अगर कभी कभी अगर ऐसा हो भी जाता है, God forbid, कि real वाला germ आ गया, so these antibodies are ready. They are going to fight against the germ. They are going to kick the germ out of your body and you will be safe. Okay. So in a way you can say vaccines are substances that protect you against diseases, and vaccines are basically weakened form of germs and microbes. Germs जो है real वाले जो germs आपको बीमार बनाते हैं, उसी का weakened form होता है, ठीक है, उसी का ही weakened form, उसी का ही कमजोर form. That is what you have in your vaccine. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Did you understand? Okay, first of all, one thing that Charan has said, if that makes things easier for you to understand, let me tell you, vaccine is not a medicine. Medicine हम कब लेते हैं? Antibiotics when we take, when we are already sick. I'm suffering from throat infection, let me take the antibiotic. But vaccines are preventive measures. Preventive measures मतलब कुछ होने से पहले we have to take the vaccine so that we can be ready with antibody production. So antibody production is going to take time. And if you have to give sufficient time to your body for antibody production, then vaccines have to be taken well in advance. That is one. Second thing is, let me mute you guys. Second thing is, why is not this not possible for corona? First of all, corona is a viral disease and vaccines are not very effective against viruses. Why? Because viruses can change their genetic material very, very easily. Virus is the trickiest microorganism, a microorganism who can put on a mask and change the mask instantly. अभी मैं एक वायरस हूँ, मैंने एक मास्क लगा के आपके सामने आई, तो आपको लगा रही ये तो हेपेटाइटिस वायरस है. Next time I come, I change my pattern and आप मुझे बोलोगे अरे this is the AIDS virus, right? So virus can actually change their genetic material like that in the blink of an eye, and that's the reason for virus to have a good vaccine is actually very difficult. Okay, and that's also the reason viral diseases cannot be treated that easily with antibiotics also, because of its genetic pattern. Anyway, talking about question, this is the next question that you have. Vaccines contain dead or weakened variants of microbes. True or false? 3, 2, pardon, 1. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So the thing is, vaccines do contain dead and weakened variant of microbes. This is true. Okay, I told you ना, vaccine में क्या होता है? Vaccine में dead or weak version of microbe भी तो होता है. This is the definition of vaccine. Okay, so this is true. Next, if I tell you about another great scientist, Alexander Fleming जैसा ही great scientist है. He is Edward Jenner. Why is he credited? He is credited for discovering a vaccine against smallpox. Now, smallpox happens to be a very, very deadly disease. Deadliest of, I mean, one of the deadliest of diseases, that is smallpox. And luckily, smallpox has been eradicated now. अभी नहीं है दुनिया में, smallpox नहीं है, किसी को भी नहीं होगा. But Previously, it was a menace and people used to die a lot because of smallpox, and it was a big problem. So there is a long story that goes behind it. Let me put it in a very short way. That Edward Jenner saw that milkmaids, मतलब जो ऐसे cows and buffaloes के milk से के साथ काम करते हैं, the milkmaids, they don't suffer from smallpox. He had this observation. उन्होंने observe किया. So he thought कि what could be the reason behind this. Then he found out that they suffer from a milder form of disease, ठीक है, which is known as cowpox. So he thought that if I can actually do something, that if I can inject this, person who already has a cowpox, suppose मुझे cowpox हुआ है, if I am already injected with the smallpox का germ, will I still have the smallpox? He just wanted, he tried it out, he took a chance. उन्होंने एक chance लिया, एक छोटे से बच्चे पे किया experiment, which is wrong, I admit. But luckily for him, that small kid did not have smallpox. He already had suffered from cowpox, but he did not have smallpox. उसको smallpox नहीं हुआ. And that is exactly how he found out that he can use the smallpox virus to produce, he can use the cowpox virus to produce the smallpox vaccine. Okay? So if I am given the cowpox virus, which is a milder form of a disease, I will not have smallpox. ठीक है, आपको ये स्टोरी नहीं भी याद रखना है तो चलेगा, इट्स नॉट कंपल्सरी, बट ऑल यू हैव टू नो इज Edward Jenner discovered the smallpox vaccine, and that was in the year of 1798, and luckily today we don't have smallpox in the world. Okay, chalo, answer this question. Who discovered smallpox vaccine? 3, 2, 1. जल्दी करो आंसर. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So yes, who discovered smallpox vaccine? I told you Edward Jenner. नाम याद रखो. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillium. Okay, he discovered penicillium, and Edward Jenner is for smallpox. Remember the names. Smallpox, right? And yeah, there is one more disease that has to be mentioned in this regard, that is the pulse polio program. This is a part of your NCERT, that's why I've taken this. So previously, polio was, in a really bad shape. Many small kids were affected by polio. Polio is a disease of your nervous system, okay? So the nervous system is badly affected because of polio. But later on, there was a vaccine that was found, and आपको पता है ना, पोलियो संडे को कभी कभी होता है. बूस्टर डोज, दिस इज व्हाट यू कॉल एज द बूस्टर डोज. दिस इज द एक्चुअल वैक्सीन. सो नॉट एवरी वैक्सीन, यहाँ से हमें एक और चीज पता चलता है, बताओ क्या? Not every vaccine has to be given as injection. Some vaccines can be given as oral doses also. Some vaccines can be given as oral doses, other vaccines has to be given as injection. ठीक है? अच्छा, चलो नेक्स्ट कॉइंस ले लो. ओके, नेक्स्ट. इसके बाद let's talk about the fact that how the microbes can actually help our nature. So how can microbes help your nature? It can help you compost banane mein, that is to decompose organic matter. And secondly, it can also help you in the process of nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation के process में भी it can also help. ठीक है? So decomposition का process is very similar to what we have learned in manure making. We have just learned ना, last chapter में we have learned about manure making. So कैसे हम manure बनाते हैं? We put all the fruit peels, vegetable peels, whatever uneaten food, everything that you have, you put it in a dump and you let it be like that for few months, and after few months you obtain the manure. So this is what we call as decomposition. And yes, bacteria do help in the process of decomposition. Bacteria decomposition के process में help करता है. And not just that, in this chapter, in the last part, I am going to tell you about nitrogen cycle. So I am going to tell you how bacteria's help or microbes overall will be helping in the process of nitrogen fixation. Okay? So bacteria or microbes will be helping number one decomposition में, and number two in nitrogen fixation. Number one decomposition, number two nitrogen fixation. Answer this question. Microbes also help in the process of. Microbes help in dash and also in dash. Two processes. Microbes will help in dash and also in dash. 3, 2, 1. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and I think I'll close this. 1. Okay. Umaiza, Namish, Hasini, Charan, Arvind, Siri, Yashashri, Karthik, Arshia, Alok and Krishna. They have answered this correctly. Very good. And yes, microbes kya hai? Microbes will first of all help in decomposition, and then they will also help in nitrogen fixation. Okay, most of you gave the correct answer. Now, thing is, some people were talking about, I think Umaiza was only telling about this one. I think so. So this is the story of Rhizobium. What is Rhizobium? Rhizobium is a nitrogen fixing bacteria. What is Rhizobium? It's a nitrogen fixing bacteria. Okay. So what does this nitrogen fixing bacteria do? Firstly, let me also tell you just one line mein, why are we talking or why are we concerned about nitrogen fixation? See, nitrogen is a very essential component of protein. Proteins are present in your body, my body, and also in the body of plants. Plants also have protein. Plants also require protein for their growth. And for their growth, they require nitrogen. Unko nitrogen chahiye. Problem is, even though the air has 78%, atmosphere has 70 nitrogen, फिर भी this nitrogen is not available to the plants. This is not available to the plant. They cannot use this gaseous form of nitrogen. And that is the exact reason why this bacteria is so important. The name of the bacteria is Rhizobium. It is found in the roots of certain plants. If I just take the white, yeah. So these are special roots. These are not ordinary roots. These are roots of legumes. Roots of legumes. Legumes मतलब leguminous plant, pulses, ऐसे बोल सकते हो. So these roots of legumes, they are going to have bacteria in it. Yeah. And this bacteria, that is Rhizobium, they are going to fix the atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into a form that the plants can use. So basically what happens is, nitrogen that is present in the gaseous form is converted into nitrogen salts. Plants can use these nitrogen salts. उनको ये salt form का nitrogen use करना आता है. And Rhizobium is going to help in this process. वो क्या करेगा? Nitrogen gas को atmosphere से उठा के, it is going to process it and form nitrogen salts. So these nitrogen salts are then added to the soil, and from the soil, the plants can not only take up the nitrogen for their growth, the presence of nitrogen will also increase the fertility of the soil. If you have not forgotten, manure में क्या होता है बच्चों? NPK ही तो होता है. So NPK में से N is what? N is nitrogen. So nitrogen is naturally getting added to the soil, and that is how the fertility of the soil will. Okay. So Rhizobium क्या करेगा? Rhizobium is converting nitrogen gas, which is unusable form, into nitrogen salt, that is the usable form, and adding it to the soil so that the plants can also use it, number one. And number two, it is also increasing the overall fertility of the soil. ये दो करता है. ठीक है? Am I clear? Am I clear? Okay, take your one more set of coin. No, Charan, I have to mute because You people talk a lot in the chat box unnecessarily. कौन लिख रहा है बैक्टीरिया का नाना? I don't know the relevance. बैक्टीरिया का नाना. Okay. You want me to repeat one more time? I know, Maiza, it's not you. My voice was breaking and lag. You are saying, do you want me to repeat one more time? Do you want me to repeat one more time? Pakka. Arvind, do you want me to repeat? Arvind, can you come to the mic? Arvind, come to the mic once. Okay. Arvind, I'm calling you on the mic. Yeah. You want me to repeat, Arvind?
No, ma'am.
समझ में आया? ठीक. Okay. Okay, guys, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let me tell you about one more nitrogen fixing organism which is known as a cyanobacteria. By the way, cyanobacteria is also known as the blue-green algae. Okay, cyanobacteria is also known as the blue-green algae. No, I'm not wearing the earpods. I'm screaming my lungs out. I'm not wearing. So blue-green algae, that is cyanobacteria, is also one of the nitrogen fixers. So they can also convert nitrogen gas of the air into nitrogen salts that is added to the soil, and yeah, that will improve the fertility. Yes. Okay. So one nitrogen fixing organism is rhizobium. Second nitrogen fixing organism will be cyanobacteria. And dono ke dono, they are going to increase the fertility, because every that is organism, cyanobacteria B and blue-green algae and also your rhizobium, they are going to convert nitrogen gas into nitrogen salts. ठीक है, nitrogen salts में convert करेंगे. Am I clear? I know. They are not present in our body, beta. They are present around the soil and swampy areas. Swampy areas में mainly पाया जाता है. ठीक है, चलो बताओ. Blue-green algae fix dash directly from air and enhance the fertility. This is also, I believe, a NCERT question. NCERT या NCERT exemplar question. ठीक है, easy है, आना चाहिए. 3, 2, 1. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let me finish. Yeah. 1. So Namish, Charan, Umaiza, Vaishnavi, Hasini, Arvind, Arshia, Siri, Krishna, and Bharat. They are the fastest in answering. And yes, of course, the answer is nitrogen, cyanobacteria, and also rhizobium. Both of them, they are going to fix nitrogen. Now, let me tell you about what can happen if microbes are not there. So what happens is you put the, vegetable peels, fruit peels, rotten things, and then after a few months, you probably find soil. That is what the normal observation is. But do you know the reason behind this? The reason behind this is the microbe that we have, right? So the microbes that we have actually help in the process of decomposition of biodegradable waste, and they convert it into soil. And can you imagine what would have happened if microbes were not there? So in absence of fungus, in absence of bacteria, the same thing would have repeated itself, remained like the same way, year after year, year after year. You don't even want to imagine कैसा होता. But yes, this is the scenario कि अगर microbes नहीं होते, fungus नहीं होता, bacteria नहीं होता, this is exactly what would have happened. No decomposition and world would have not been a place for living. ठीक है? So microbes है तो हम है, because microbes like bacteria and fungus, not just bacteria and fungus, they are going to act as decomposers, and acting as decomposers, they are going to convert the organic substances into simple forms that are going to be added to the environment. Now the thing is very simple. होता क्या है? You use your library, probably school library. You borrow a book from the school library, you use it, and then you give it back. In the same way, whatever we are made up of, we have actually borrowed it from the nature. So eventually, when we die, eventually when plants and animals die, it is important that whatever is present in the body of these dead animals and plants, they should be returned back to the environment. Yeah, because that is also like a library. वहाँ पे store होता है ना सब कुछ. So after the death of animals and plants, it is the responsibility of microbes, that is bacteria and fungus, to decompose the body of the dead plant and animal and give everything back in return to the environment. This is how the process works. Decomposition process हम इसी को ही बोलते हैं. ये समझ में आया? और should I repeat myself? आ गया समझ में? Okay, चल. Good. Let's answer this question. Let me mute you guys. Decomposer can be, ध्यान से आंसर करना, decomposer can be bacteria, fungus, both bacteria and fungus, or a protozoa. 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. I got a good answer this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, if we talk about decomposer can be bacteria भी, fungus भी, मतलब both A and B. Bacteria भी हो सकता है, fungus भी हो सकता है. Now, let me introduce one more term, and the term is pathogen. Pathogen का मतलब क्या है? Pathogens are basically the microbes that cause diseases in all organisms. Okay. Now there are microbes which are good for us. जैसे कि आपको मैंने बताया, lactobacillus is one good example. Yeast is one good example. So they are not pathogens. Even though they are microbes, they are not pathogen. But if you talk about any kind of microbe that makes you fall sick, आपको बीमार बनाता है, then all those microbes are termed as pathogens. Okay. So pathogen कौन से होंगे? Pathogens are microbes that are going to cause diseases in plants and animals. ठीक है? And talking about how they enter your body, they can enter by any route. They can enter by air, water, food, or कैसे भी they can enter your body. Okay. And yes, there is one more term that I would like to say in this regard, that is communicable diseases. किसको बोलते हैं? Communicable disease, बच्चों, is the other name for contagious disease. Communicable disease is the other name for contagious disease. कैसे diseases है? These are the diseases that can easily spread from one person to the other. Suppose this person is coughing. This person is coughing, so obviously the other person can get affected. Somebody is suffering from chickenpox, so a person coming in contact with that person can also get affected, right? So some diseases are there. Okay, so some diseases are there which can actually get passed on from normal, from an infected person to a normal person. Suppose I am infected, I have got some disease, and you are sitting next to me. आपको disease नहीं है, you are perfectly healthy. But from me, I can pass on the disease to you by means of passing on the germ that caused the disease. ठीक है? So all those diseases where a microbe can spread from an infected person to a healthy person, simply ऐसे ही, those diseases are known as communicable diseases. So diseases which are caused by microbes and that can spread to a healthy person, air, water, food या physical contact के माध्यम से, all those diseases are called communicable disease, या फिर we can also call them as contagious diseases. But not every disease is contagious. If you have heard about AIDS, AIDS is a deadly disease. We know that AIDS is a deadly disease, but AIDS cannot be passed on from one person to the other. Okay, if I have AIDS, I cannot pass it on to you simply by means of passing on the germ. Okay, so that is a non-contagious disease. Cancer is a deadly disease, but cancer is not contagious. Okay, so there's a difference. Contagious diseases are diseases which can pass on very easily by means of air, water, food, or physical contact. Yeah, and जाते जाते let me also tell you the NCERT examples. वैसे तो there are 1,000 other examples, I'm pretty sure. But talking about cholera, common cold, chickenpox, tuberculosis, these examples of communicable disease. कौन से? Cholera, digestive system disorder, common cold, you know common cold, मुझे नहीं बताना. Chickenpox is somewhat like this. Chickenpox में ऐसा ही कुछ होता है. You get pustules on face and hands and all of that body में. And finally is tuberculosis, which is a disease of mainly your lung. Okay. So all those diseases can be passed on very easily. उनको हम बोलेंगे communicable disease. चलो जाते जाते ये question मेरे लिए answer करो, then I'll give you your last set of points. Okay. So diseases that can spread from infected person to healthy person through air, water, food, physical contact. What do you call such diseases? Seasonal, chronic, communicable, non-communicable. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, Charan. Thank you for being so kind. Okay. Chalo. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Everyone has answered, I think. Okay, one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that's it. And yes, the answer is very easy. Communicable disease. Okay. Chalo. Last set of coin low. And next day revision come. I'm openly telling you that penicillin wala jo question tha, Alexander Fleming and penicillin, that will be one of the revision question, and 2 other questions I'll give. And today everyone is finishing their homework because I am going to take a record. किसने finish नहीं किया homework, I'm going to take a record of that. ठीक है? और next class में what are we going to start? We are going to start from this part, that is droplet infection. This is where we are going to start with droplet infection. ठीक है? Okay guys?
Okay guys, thank you for watching my video, and if you like my video, you like and share, and if you have any doubts, you also comment me, and don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos.